One of my strengths and contributions is to not overlook the obvious, and what I call, as you yourself well know, the overlooked obvious. And there's so much going on here that everybody overlooks, because it seems obvious. Say. But when you look into the obvious, like, what is it? What is it? You say, well, I know what it is. It's a table. It's an emotion. I'm depressed, whatever, you see. But what is it, see? Yeah? It changes the game. And then remember, try to throw out your ideas, because you probably accumulated ideas of how this works and what it is, like what the work is, how it proceeds. Toss that out. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
See, any exercise we do, any assertion I give, any direction we look, any dyads, etc., all of that is an attempt to move us in a direction, say, to get something, to investigate. It may fail, and you don't want to be, subject to my ability, beyond all odds, to invent stuff that's going to work. See? I might invent stuff that doesn't work. See? So don't take the stuff too seriously, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
See? Like the exercises are what we might do. Take the spirit seriously, like what we're trying to do, which is just get truth, that's all.
Yeah.
Just what's true. Not my personality. We're not trying to get my personality. We're not trying to get, methods necessarily, methods or exercises. You see, and over time, it's like in in the beginning, say, Cheng Hsin was not a system. I was very clear on that. It was basically the truth, the pursuit of the truth, pursuit of what's true. It had that spirit to it, no matter what it was applied to. Now, over time, a plethora of stuff has been, not only discovered, but invented, trying to help, facilitate, etc. I remember in 1977, I opened a school on Telegraph, right? I didn't have any of that stuff. I didn't have that stuff. See, and I started thinking, like, so for example, in the martial world, I started thinking, what am I teaching? I'm teaching these traditional things. I'm teaching these things that I've learned. But I'm not teaching these people what made me good. Because I'm very clear what made me good. What made me good is me, basically. See? I'm teaching them stuff I learned. And so I stopped doing that. I used things that I learned, some technical things, set stuff I got, to orient, to ground them, say. But I started teaching principles, body being principles, and understanding, insight. In other words, the stuff that, effective interaction, that kind of stuff. And then okay, how am I going to do that? Because, we have a Tai Chi class, we have a Shingi Bakwa class, we got, boxing. Okay, how am I going to do that? Because, these are those classes, we're just learning those movements and whatnot. See? So I invented courses. I invented the body being course. See? And then tried to find a way to communicate that stuff. And in 4 months, and I communicated that stuff. I created the, what we called at the time, the function course, which is effective interaction. And that was like 10 months, it's like, what is that? That one was, I way overshot on that one. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and people generally enjoyed it, but I just, as I'm wont to do, I gave way too much information, way too much, dissection, and it's just too much. People can't function that way. And it was a function course. So I had to, okay, I got to pare this down and find a way to make it so it works for them, not present everything I understand, because they can't take it. They can't take it. They can't even hear it. See? It's too much. In the mind course, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun, yeah. And people loved it. See? And that's where I started, developing a reputation, is because I started doing those things, you see? What probing and working with people in these ways. And then workshops. See? And then, the EMB basically eventually, see? The workshop. These are all inventions. They're inventions trying to do a job. See? But if my invention sucks, don't blame the job, See? Maybe the job doesn't get done. Maybe the job gets done. But the invention is the invention.